Alright, things have been going. Good evening. Don't really feel much interest needed. Just time to keep on going. So close to launching off, but I'm also, again, suffering from resource shortages, which need to be fixed. Petroleum, it's still suffering, but my most critical one I run out to is stone. My main mine has run out. Sure, this one here is nice and busy, but it's also, yeah, it's below 1 million, so it needs to be replaced too. I got 2 potential sites. This one here, which won't need much in the way of clearing. When you just start exploiting a new resource deposit, then for a short while you don't have to worry about it. No, meteors destroyed on that one, huh? But, okay, so, I have 2 choices. First one is this stone deposit here. That one is bigger, but it has the downside of, well, first off, having some neighbors. But secondly, it's not as near my artillery protection. I cannot protect this site as easily. On the other hand, this one here, it's smaller. It's actually getting run over by train tracks, so I'm not even going to be able to exploit it fully. But with its proximity to my artillery base, it's pretty much as safe as can be. Ah, there they came from. There we go. That should take care of that base. Alright, so even though I can always tap this deposit later. I currently have this deposit I'm currently working on, so I may as well go and tap this deposit. Plus that way it's no longer getting covered by tracks. And I might need to, invest more infrastructure anyway to tap into these oil deposits, because I'm guessing why I'm out of crude oil again. It's getting low. And is the next oil train nearby? Doesn't look like it at all. It's already on their way. One's heading to pick up, the rest are waiting at pickup. Yeah, I still need more oil. First off, let's secure stone, because the oil at least will constantly keep flowing. But I think I'm going to actually start with just cleaning up, getting rid of this stone deposit, because, yeah. Is there an easy way to this? Set the train limit to 0. And send you off. Alright, let's go and clean that up, and then go and tap into the next stone deposit. So I need stone for quite a few important things, funnily enough. Let's get moving. Get a train out of the way, I can easily just go park myself there and get to work. While I'm traveling, let's look around. So I set the limit to 0, so no other train should be heading to that station anymore. So I've got the stone deposit there. Let's turn this off so you can see things a bit better. I also probably should tap into this iron deposit before I start building over it. But first, let's go and deal with this. There's still some stone in here, apparently. Decent amount, too. Okay, I guess this place could do with one more train anyway, just to make sure it gets cleaned out. There we go. And there's already one here. Alright, let's go get to cleaning up. Reports on. Let's leave that radar there just as a vestige of this facility. If we can step onto the tracks. That. That. There we go. And leave that there. Set the radar stays there. That way I maintain some coverage. Okay, you just head off because one of your Agus is full. Also get to cleaning all of this up. There we go. Oh, that's just the time to let the bolts do their thing. Keep running out of juice, even though I've got a decent amount of solar panels and batteries. The reports are thirsty things. There we go. And nice thing is all the stuff I'm picking up I'm going to be able to just slap down into the next base. Recycling! Yay! Now I just gotta wait for one more train to arrive, the train to come back. I think it's on its way. Oh, that's the coal train. Where's the stone train? It's on its way. There it is. That should be it. No, that's the crude train. Where's the stone train? Oh, it just arrived. Damage. Southern wall. This middle one, it's full. It's very quick. Alright, off you go again. Plus side, if the rate my factory guzzles up stone, it shouldn't take too long for this to get emptied out. I guess it's gonna take a bit, honestly, before that gets cleaned out. You make your way back to me for pickup. And one thing I should do is I should take this train. And also at pickup add a condition of inactivity. That way it'll actually keep moving. Alright, how much longer till my train gets here? Oh, there it goes. No new biter bases in range. Might also want to think about establishing another artillery outpost. just to expand my reach a little bit more. There's a nice big oil deposit there. I'm definitely hurting for oil still. I could also set up another one around here to claim that stone deposit. Honestly, like I honestly, but I don't need to push through the middle at the mouth. There's just no reasons for me to claim there. There's no point. I'm just gonna go around. It's just gonna be stuck in a state of eternal biter slaughter, I guess. Alright. It's about time this train line got some use. This area is not really going to have much need for the defensive blueprint, but it's the basic blueprint, so fuck it, I'm just gonna slap it down. Boom, there we are. Okay, yeah, the loading section's over there. So really I'm gonna want to put it here for better placement. Let's make sure this lines up correctly. I can miss that still. Let the bullets just do their thing. Meanwhile, let's make sure to get this track section sorted. Darn it. Okay, and signal it. I have to be careful now because odds are the supply train is on its way now. You need to, oh no, you're an exit. You need to stay that way. You need to be replaced. With chain signal, chain signal, chain signal. You are an exit, so I want to put a chain signal there. And a chain signal here. There we go. Also, a design consideration, I should have realized this. I should have probably have added a signal in this section. Just to divide up the station block a bit more. I need more deciders. That's the big thing that's still missing here. And of course a power connection. Alright, it's gonna stay off until there's a power connection. Base will established. There we go. New station ready for operation. And this train's now. Oh, this one doesn't have the time passed condition yet. Stone pickup here. Inactivity. There we go. That way, that's going to ensure that this area gets emptied out and all the stone gets properly cleaned. I want to put you somewhere out of the way, so just head it there for now. Those signals, they're pretty much going to determine where I put my miners, I guess. I'm just going to have to squeeze in between them. I could move the signal though. That's... Wait, why was that a chain signal? That should have been a normal signal. There we go. Nice and efficient spacing. Southern wall. There's the supply train. Right, I do also need to leave space for the power. Hang on, just take you and slap you down, like so. That line up, looks like it. There we go. Freaking tree. Freaking stone. So, okay, I just constantly getting in the way. And then there's basically just this section here. Okay, power. It's a supply train again. And it's off again. That was actually pretty quick. Alright, that's this all connected. Now let's get this all belted. You can just connect to here. Sure, minor one. These two can also merge. There. So that leaves me with 4 belts. There. So let's gather them. Ugh, fuck, 4 to 3. How did that go again? Let me look that up. I really should at some point just get a blueprint book of, let's see, Victorio. Balancers. I need a 3 to 4 balancer. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. No. I need a 4 to 3 balancer. There we go. Right, that weird thing. Okay, so how does this go? That and that. You wiggle around like that. You have it underneath you that goes to. And then it looks like this, that this goes here. priority. I just put scrap there. And there we go. That's the bouncer setup. And that's the mine active. And a supply train. What are you even supplying? Wait. The supply train got turned around. What the? How did the supply train end up turned around? That's the copper train, hang on. Yeah, it's... Yeah, I have to check that out later. Let's first get this... Let's give this the stone... stone... Pick up. There we go. Wait for supply train to pull in. I need to look at this. Something's not right with it. Yeah, it got turned around. Okay, there's one way to fix this, and that's to take it to an artillery station and park it there. That should flip it. Alright, and with this also I have a next stone stop up and running. Here comes the first stone train. And this stop is now nice and empty, so I can go and get that cleaned out. Alright, so that's that set up. But first, I now want to double check: is the supply train going to be turning around, right? Where are you? Yeah, you are the supply train. What turned it around? And now it should go to the supply drop-off as it's supposed to. Did I actually deliver those filters? Yeah, they're there. Okay, so that's the stone supply dealt with. Okay, here's the thing. If I want to claim these oil deposits, that's going to kick up pollution. Then I'm probably just going to want to establish a defensive wall here, just so that it's established. There we go. Now it's the right orientation. So you know what? Because yeah, I am still sorely lacking in oil. Huh? Output. Oh. My oil cracking cannot keep up with the rate I'm producing light oil. I should probably fix that first, I guess, to make sure the oil keeps flowing. Since it's right there, I may as well just take the train there. But yeah, honestly, this is a good... You know, I could do it the narrow here, basically. I do that. There's a nice oils field there, but these two together are roughly the same. So I may as well just claim those two and just set up a defensive wall here for now. I don't see myself needing to expand down there from anytime soon. Not much in the way of resources there. Which reminds me, yeah, I'll need to set up a defensive wall. Which is still this one. I should probably update this one to include laser turrets. Even though, yeah, but even though laser turrets are not part of the supply train, it would still be a good idea to have. Alright. Also pretty simple what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna... Whoop. Oh, there's water in the way there. And you are the water that supplies that. Okay, I'm gonna have to temporarily break this off. Also, may break that. And you. Not quite copying as far as I'd like. Okay, this is not gonna be a perfect copy, but it'll do. Okay, well, right. Oh, I put it too close together is what happened. There needs to be a gap here, like so. Okay, now the nice thing is I can just connect the water in here. And it'll just propagate eventually. There we go. Doubled my light oil cracking capacity. That should mean that the production is going to be a bit more consistent. These bottom ones are still not active because of a full output. Is light oil not connected right or something? No, it is. It's being pumped out. What's going on here? Output. Yeah, so they're all stuck on light oil, which then goes along here. And this is all connected, right? It connects it to here. Oh! No, not O. The pump is not even working at max speed. Yeah. Or maybe that is the max light oil can flow. Is that the max speed that light oil can go through a pipe? It looks like something's gunking it up. And making sure that the light oil here is flowing in the right direction and going in here. Is this causing issues? That because this pump here, the light oil's... No, but I think the light oil will get extracted. That's the thing, it's not. Okay, I'm gonna quickly look this up in Factorio. On the wiki at least, because I'm missing something here. I think about light oil. I mean, you'd think it would flow faster than Levy and heavy oil at least. Light oil. Anything about its flow rate? Really, this is modded, but still. Oh, maybe something I'm missing in the fluid system. Here we go. Flow is connected to the fluid swing, and you've got yada yada. That's why pressure machines to produce fluids put them into output slots. Bum, 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 bum. Pumps, select power. The table below shows how fast the fluid will flow in a pipeline with a certain frequency of pumps. If a higher flow rate is desired, pumps should be placed more frequently because underground pipes can only count as 2 regular pipes. Full life section only counts as 2 pipes in the table. If a pump is placed between each underground section, 4 pump ensures maximum pressure flow rates, therefore simple start of any pipeline. Really had to worry much about fluid mechanics, but it looks like okay. So I think the problem here is they are not directly connected to a tank, because that allows for higher flow rates. If I'm reading this right. So what happens if I do this? Put a pump here, power it up. That way, it's basically going to be sucking in the light oil. Flow rate started off higher. Held steady for a bit, but now it's peaked again. You flow and push pumping out at that rate. Is this good? Okay, looks like the light oil is being extracted properly now, and that it's now settling into a steady rate as it empties out. It's gradually declining. Now all of these are actually getting filled to the brim and promptly getting emptied again. Hey, look at that, I'm finally starting to load up with petroleum. This should hopefully mean that, yep, these plastics are now back at full speed. Okay, I think I've solved the backflow issue. No, I haven't. Okay, at this point, I think what I need to do is rethink this connection point. Because they're definitely not pumping at their max speed, and yet, okay, I think now it's a case of, yeah, these just getting full. All of these are having no trouble getting supplied at all. I think I could do with expanding the light oil cracking even more, honestly. But I don't have enough chemical plants. Let's first pick up a few more of those. Honestly, having too much light oil is a good problem to have, considering it's fueling my rockets. Okay, so I should probably not have this tray parked in there anymore, because odds are it's jamming up something. Let's take you back to your stop. So that's sorted. So yeah, I should consider establishing a defensive wall perimeter here, just so that I have an extra defensive line down here. Because especially once I start tapping into the oil fields, it's gonna start spreading pollution quite a bit. It's gonna be seen here, though. Yeah, these are full at the moment, more or less. Should probably also introduce a pump here, just to ensure that there's a pump there. Everything is working as fast. Yeah, none of this is getting jammed up, at least. All of them have their speed modules. Defense, and admittedly, another part is I've got the uranium mine is there. So establishing a defensive line here would be good, just to ensure that this choke point gets nice and blocked. Okay, so yeah, so I've sorted my stone issue. to the point that, yeah, the trains are actually staying put for a bit now. There was another resource I was getting low on, wasn't I? Iron is looking good. How are my iron mines doing? This one's down to 2 million. This one's got 5 million. So it should still be good. At least I now have a track set up to tap in. It's only 1 million, but still. Yeah, stone is now actually using the stacker. Good. Copper, what are my copper lines doing? I think copper was what I was worried about, because this deposit is pretty much spent. My other copper deposits here, which is down to 2 million. I think this is my only copper mine. Yeah. I need to tap into another copper deposit. And the best one is right there. I think I found the spot which is going to take priority in getting a defensive line, because I may as well then build one to also include this crude oil. That iron ore deposit. I'll have to see, but I think, yeah, up next is I'm going to want to first off establish an artillery outpost here, just for overall defenses and, clearing out biters. And then establish a defensive line somewhere along this land bridge. That's going to give me 2,000% more oil, which, yes, is roughly these, but if I expand this way, I'll also get this copper ore and this stone deposits. So that looks like it's the way to go. So I see some remnants. Can I just quickly blow those up? Yes, I can. Pop, pop, pop. Alright. Let's get that set up. Also, why am I out of... Why's my... Oh, I have more than I usually would request for. Okay. Alright, also let's get these fluid isothermics deposited into my outbound chest. Yeah, space science can wait for a bit so that my resources can be focused on getting things ready. These two rockets, they are preparing just for my first Right, I am loading them into this rocket, just so that they're already in there. And the first thing I need to do when I say get there is essentially immediately establish the other cargo, get the cargo landing pad, the cargo silo up, and just immediately get things ready for fueling the rocket back home. That kind of takes priority. Alright, let's get my personal train. Let's just get you to me. That automated system is so nice. I really wish Satisfactory had something like that for its trains. That would have been so useful. Yeah, going out like this will collide with the crude oil deposits. That would be the best route to take. Let's first off just kind of go here, get myself in the area. Alright, so I kind of have this semi-defensive line here, but I could also basically just expand this intersection and head out this way. I'll have to blow up these cliffs to get through them. If I do that, I'll just miss the stone deposit to the point that I should be able to mine it easily. And then, yeah, get the train up to here, and then establish the artillery base like here-ish. Leave it here for now, while I go and get the intersection prepared. I don't want it getting in the way of my oil train. Oops, instead of throwing a grenade, I put down a pipe. Should probably put some shields into here, because I keep injuring myself with my own explosives. Here we go. Just give me some basic adaptive armor. Just so I got something. There we go. That's a bit of basic shielding to protect myself from my own mistakes. That signal was kind of unnecessary anyway. I can get rid of that signal and that signal honestly. Okay, let's turn this into a proper intersection now. Which it is already for the most part, it just needs the finishing touches. There we go. Alright, summon the train. Let's get it go rolling. And also, you know, as I expand further out, I could probably just discontinue some of these artillery bases. But I'd rather just keep them around, honestly. Make for nice little supply points for myself. Or safe zones, rather. Actually, may as well have it in disorientation. Okay, that's gonna annoy me if I'm in the wrong side of the train the entire time. There we go. Keep on building on until I get to the point that I want to get to. I want to go at least far enough to that I can secure the oil. That's a deposit of 1.2 million. That's not a big deposit in the grand scheme of things. But I think first things first is just establish the artillery outpost and get some scans going. See what the area looks like. Could you probably just use my satellites, honestly, but it probably would be faster because the satellite scan will also reveal terrain I'm not interested in at the moment. This will be far enough for the artillery outpost to get a good scan in. Plus, I don't want to get too far. I would like to get out a little bit further. At the same time, I do want to have the artillery outpost behind. Oh, it can technically just be part of the wall, honestly. The thing is, there is a biter base over there. At the same time, if the map is not revealed, the artillery wagon will not immediately open fire. Uh, so that's also has merit. One more section. Let's push it a bit. Hello, what are you? Oh, you're a worm. I thought it was like a crashed spaceship port or something. Alright, yeah, so there is a biter base right there. So just going up here is not an option. I'm a little far away from my artillery. No, yeah, I'm not in artillery range. I am a little bit. Do I... They shouldn't go after me, they should go right after the offending artillery. But let's get in the train just in case. Also, it gives me an idea of the size of that biter base. Yeah, that's decently sized. Let's make sure to get rid of as much of it as I can. There we go. Alright, let's wait for a bit for the biter heat to cool off. Just fire these shots to keep an eye on the biter hordes. Alright, there's one. Oh, I actually got a hit in on that one. There's another one coming. Okay, it looks like the path is going to soon be clear for me to move up and get my base established. Let's not do it in the forest, because otherwise I'm going to have to worry about having to constantly worry about the forest, you know, gunking up my inventory. But I don't want to get too close to the biter base either. This should be fine. Honestly, I'd rather move up a little bit. Just to kind of get past that biter base, essentially. Yeah, the oil deposit. Let's see if I put it here. Yeah, then I will end up. I don't think I'm gonna ever use the core. And I can always just append it later. So I could kind of go like this. Make sure the train track doesn't overlap with that oil field. Alright, nothing for it. Bit overkill, but there is a biter base out there under my pollution cloud. Where are you? There you are. Alright, well, that tells that this area is going to need some rudimentary defenses, unfortunately. Just hoping to get away with it, but the biters had other plans. That'll do for now. I'll fix that later. Let's first finish planning this area, this thing out. So let's see. Yes, you are up there, the core seam. I'd rather not. You know, if I can avoid it. Cover it up. Where is that oil? So I can build over the oil deposit. Let's see how far. Okay, those are the borders. Okay, no, that's still going to remove the core seam. I'd rather not. How do I undo that? What I wish satisfactory have trains that had the personal transport system. That you can do. Well, you can just mark on the train tracks where you want your train to go. Let me see here. The seam fissure can be temporarily sealed. How do you unseal? I know. Okay, how do you unseal it? Let me see. Because I have a sealed one here that I can. Seam has been sealed. Can be reopened with a core mining drill. Okay, so it just plopped down a core mining drill on top of it, then you're fine. It would have been a handy bit of terrain. Let's get as much of this outpost established as possible. It's just nice because it makes personal transport so much easier when it comes to train tracks. Oh. And the thing is, I can also use this track that's coming off here as a supply track for the oil field that is currently being covered up. Alright, well, it's gonna be a while until the oil field it's gonna be tapped. I'm mainly doing this to secure this copper deposit. I can always just remove the offending walls when necessary. I'm still missing logistics provider chest and a storage chest. And I'm also missing a pump. Oh, I did not put a condition for wood. I want no wood in my inventory. Okay, so that's things built for the most part. Yeah, the main thing that now needs to be finished is the walls. So I can't connect power. Let's see, this thing already is... Yeah, it's already enabled. So the moment I connect these tracks to the wider area, the artillery supply train will make its way here. But I'm getting pretty low on rails. So I might need to first return to base just to get more tracks. While I'm back at base, I may as well quickly go and make sure I... Oh, I'm out of cliff explosives. I'll have to wait. Boom. Alright. Dang. Oh well. It is how it is. Set up the intersection. Exits. This would be an exit and an entrance. Set up some chains. And then just ensure it goes the right way. Oh, no, so I'm gonna start power cusp that. Yeah, there we go. Now it's nice and subdivided to make sure trains go the right way. Alright. I can use this to turn myself around. Wrong key. I guess I'm going backwards technically. There we go. Let's just go back here. Alright. Let's see. Is the supply train meanwhile still suffering from its flipping issue? No, it's still good. Yeah, so I need to fix things here and at least establish some basic defenses just to keep the biters out. Just set up a quick wall that goes like that, essentially. Or like that and like that. Basically just to ensure the biters can't just waltz into the stone mine. Okay. May as well just stay in the train as I get resupplied. How's the factory doing? It's jamming up because I'm not producing a lot anymore. Things will pick up once this assembling machine gets turned on again, though. Yeah, and my factory's just kind of come to a halt because I'm not doing any science at the moment either. So I've got nothing really to expend resources except things that are being used to expand the factory at the time. Which isn't too bad. Gives my factory a chance to recover, rest a bit. Get some stockpiles going. Especially in the topic of oil. Though the oil train is now staying nice and put, so I am starting to get backed up. Yeah, petroleum is getting full, light oil is getting full. This is just oil products are coming along nicely. Just look at all those supply drones. Alright, they're getting rid of all of my wood. And all of my other junk. So first things first I need to do is fix this, get some defenses. I already have the means to establish defenses easily because of the built-in supply out depot. Right, I should probably also remove this first because this section of the track is now defunct. But first I need to have my inventory cleaned out. I really need logistics, just so I can empty out these storage containers and actually put that stuff to use somewhere. What are you? Oh, you're empty. Probably a stone train then, huh? Yeah. Currently my stone system is in a bit of a pickle because this station is not connected. I need to reconnect it first. At least the artillery outpost is able to stop the attack dead in its tracks, but yeah, it's still a pain. Alright, I am good to go. So let's head out here. Let's get this spot fixed up. Oops, hang on. There we go. This suit's getting still low in juice. Alright. So things are getting established here. The main thing that's missing right here is the walls. As long as the inner wall is done, for the most part, it'll be fine. Because the big concern is because the fact that I used artillery wagon to supply my artillery outposts. There is definitely a big risk that this thing is going to fire before the base is ready and get the base wiped out as a result. Alright. There we go. Let's get you all connected up. Alright. Track's currently going to be jammed, so let's move you out of the way before the stone train shows up. Let's just park you in here. I do have to keep my eye open for when the stone train shows up, because it will be showing up. Let's put construction bots, my construction bots into here, so that they do the building. Okay, so how am I going to go about this? My defensive blueprint. Flip it. Let's see if I kind of want. Yeah, I want it here. There's a stone train. I flinch a little every time the train comes on screen, man. Even if I'm well away from the tracks. There, this should see it safe for the most part. I should probably take some and keep some along some of these drones, just that my own can do some building too. Wall's been used up. That's just. I should change it to this, just so that a decent amount of wall gets left behind for building. Alright, this is gonna need a storage chest. Piping connected in here. I can at the very least get the light oil connected. Go. Flamethrower turrets operational. Now I just gotta get the ammo in. That's quite good enough. Hang on, the ammo needs to go up along here anyway. That's how the belts are. Go. That's ammo being supplied. Now I just need to get the walls set up. There, just do it like this. Be a little lazy. Oh, I should have actually held on to that for doing the other side. actually want to expand the roboport coverage a little bit. There we go. Alright, that should see the stone, for the most part, safe, because there is a tiny gap here that biters can get through, but they're gonna have a hard time getting through it. Yeah, I should just establish a quick wall there. Basically just some things to ensure the biters get herded where I want them to go. There. Okay, that ought to do it. This will just slowly but surely build itself up. Let's head back here. I should keep that area nice and defended. Honestly, the main point of these defenses is just to, you know, warn me that a biter expansion is like to show up underneath the pollution cloud. Oh, right, I need to disable this station. Let's just remove its name. It's called defunct. There we go. Now the stone train will no longer go there. Okay. Disable my roboports for this step to ensure that the walls I want to be built get built. Mainly the walls along the inner lining. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to do much of it. But hopefully it's enough. There. That way at least this section has walls. And I can assure that it'll have some defenses while it's being established. Also, let's take you out of the way. Oh, it doesn't have a path right now. Oh no, there it goes. It just took a while to get up to speed. Okay, and so now the artillery supply wagon. Yep, there it goes. It's en route. Okay, I'm going to want to stay here and just monitor things a bit. At least the radars are online, so I'm going to start getting a few scans in and get an idea as to the size of this particular base. I should probably get the rocket launcher. I've never really used the rocket launcher much. I should probably give it a go at some point. Rocket launcher. What do the rockets cost to make anyway? You got rocket and explosive rocket. Okay, so the normal rocket has no AoE. And then there's explosive rocket, which has AoE. Clue is kind of in the name, I suppose. Let's dump my ammo in. So that the turrets also get a bit of ammo. Here comes the artillery wagon. Crap, I forgot to put drones in here. They're really getting to work building walls, and there goes the first artillery shell. kind of on the clock, basically, for how quick the drones can build. I'm gonna get in the train, so that in emergency I can just skedaddle. You know what? Fuck it. Let's play it safe. Let's get out of here. Okay, looks like it managed to hold. Okay, it held it off. Good. So even in an incomplete state, you can still quite nicely deal with incoming attacks. Oops, some frag grenades got onto the belt. And it's already used up all of its walls, but it's got a decent amount built now. Okay, go back to... yeah, gonna go ahead back. Alright. I now know that it's at least it's in a state where it can finish building. And more importantly, the radars can now really start doing their thing. Giving me a good idea. Yeah, it looks like I'm still gonna be able to incorporate this iron. If I build along... yeah, it does look like... that looks like it implies there might be a widening over there. Decisions. Let's get to loading, or offloading rather, and get to shelling. And the more of this gets built, the more easier it can handle subsequent assaults. But I'm not quite ready enough to really get these artilleries going, because then they'll start attacking everything. Oh boy, here comes another big attack. Walls here are for the most part set up, thankfully. Using a few drones in the process, but that's worth it. Light oil really... flamethrowers really showing their worth in these attacks. Yeesh. Oh, what are you targeting? Oh, that's a solitary worm over there, I guess. You know what? At this point... may as well speed up the process of getting rid of them. There'll be less attacks. Let's get back in the train so I don't get cut off my means of escape. There we go. That's that base squashed. Now this base is gonna go. Okay. And those last few waves barely got anywhere. Alright. I've now nicely established myself here, and now let's finish things off with a nice bit of explosive scouting. There we go. Gonna nick a few bases here and there, but it'll give me an idea. Okay, now look at that. There's two, it splits. Oh. Not much in the way of resources along these paths. So establishing, okay, that base is gonna have to go, essentially. If I want to establish my defenses where I want to. Establish a defensive line. Yep, pretty much. Got a nice little cliff here. The thing is, there's a wall there they could use. But I can essentially establish a defensive line. You're pretty much going from here down to here. That'll block off that approach. And then here have a defensive line. And more or less going from here to here. So I have to get rid of this spider base to get the defensive lines there set up. I mean, like, currently I am doing fine on my copper. So, but at least now the area is set up for taking. Oh, they need some cliff explosives. Oh well. May as well stay in this train. It's gonna get resupplied anyway. And, well, it'll give me some more supplies to work with, too. Attacks. Okay, so yeah, I've definitely got that base there that I'm going to crush sooner rather than later, just to ensure I get this section nice and cleaned out. Yeah, this base is now established. It's not going to fall anytime soon. Let's just let the bots supply me a bit. The only thing I'm missing is ammo. What are you? Yeah, you're looking good. Head out. So that's that. That section is safe. This section is secured. Got pretty much. I would want to tap that iron over there at some point, so I'm not gonna quite go as far as to get just locking off this area. Also, I could just plan in the defensive lines, build what I have on, on me essentially, and then just simply let my robots finish it off, because I can just simply establish a supply depot here in the middle that will more or less supply both, or have one for both, just to kind of split things up a little bit. I'll have to think about that. Either way, I've got it set up so that I can easily secure the copper that I need. Plus, the rail. I don't think I've ever had quite this expansive of a rail network, because I never needed it, at least in the vanilla game. Alright. I actually didn't need to ride this train back now that I've got this area secured. Oh. Oops. That's what happens when we introduce flamethrowers to a forest. That's gonna annoy a few biters. Alright, my personal train is there. I can just simply use that to get out of here. Where are the signals? There are the signals. Okay, so don't need to worry about Copper at the moment. Copper's managing to keep up just fine at the moment, honestly. Gold deposit is also getting a little on the low side. Eh, where's my private? What? Oh, there was no straight path here, so it has to take the long way around. Okay. Right, I've got no logistic bots on me at the moment. There. Alright, well, while I wait, let's see, what else is in range? Oh, I can't get rid of this little outpost. There we go. A bunch of biters there, quite a few bases in range for me to give a welcome. I think I just goofed. I think those spiders are gonna go along here and bump into my... Okay, let's head there. Let's make sure the biters don't destroy my uranium operation. Oh, I need to take the long way around again. I'm just gonna hop off. Here it's... Okay, off you go. Just gonna... Yeah, there they are. There we go. That would have been a pain. I'm gonna have my personal train to catch up. Alright. So, I think I have bits and pieces in place now. For launch. Okay, once I get back to base, I'm gonna take stock of my supplies. And then make the call to see if it's time for me to go. Because I need that cryonite. Okay, let's see. Meanwhile, here's another good spot for an artillery base, because it's a bit of a junction of land masses. No, don't really... I would be nice to have an artillery base here, but I'd rather just... I need to make a judgment call on that one. Also, I should probably have these get refueled. This one's almost at a coal. This one's from... Yeah, they're both running out. I do have this set up, so I can just... there's a gap for my logistics network there, is there? There it is. Let's plug that. Okay, let's take stock of what I have in my rockets. Fuel is going to be sent over separately. So are the rocket parts. Fuel and rocket parts are going to get fired over so that I can ship the cryonite back home. So, let's see. Let's check what I still have on my to-do list. Things to take with. Power, signal station. Signal station can be removed. Stuff to get home. Okay, so let's take stock of this. I need at least 100 cargo rocket sections. These are 5 per. 100 divided by 5. I need 20. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Hang on, it would probably be easy if I just... Yeah. Alright, I definitely have enough packed... I definitely have enough cargo rocket sections packed for the journey at the moment. Got my 2 landing pads. I have my return silo. I have my burner turbine generator to kickstart local power. I've got my fluid isothermics, which will be supplying power to Cornetto. I'm gonna have meteor point defenses, which will but be responsible for ensuring no biter asteroids land on my base. Fuel refinery, and then essentially I think at some point I'm just gonna have to establish a basic perimeter of AP turrets, more or less. But that's for another time. In here, I have things that are not relevant anymore. I may as well hold on to that. Okay, so I have these important things packed. How is the fuel rocket doing? The fuel rocket is fully loaded and good to go. Essentially, what I'm going to need to do, I assume I can launch the rocket. Yeah, okay, I can launch the rocket from this UI. Good. Okay, so here's the plan. How essentially this is going to end up going. I'm going to depart in this rocket because this one's carrying all of my supplies. It's going to have me crash somewhere on the planet, to put it simply. Because I cannot determine its actual landing zone because I don't have a landing pad. But I do have a spot already earmarked for where I am going to be setting up base. Right here. This is where I'm going to get set up. So first is once I arrive is I need to get the materials that are important, which are the 20 cargo rocket sections I need. So what I should probably take along with me is a car as well for driving around. That will allow me to get to my destination faster. Plus, cars have inventory. So that'll ensure I can actually travel around. So I'm gonna want to get myself some. Yeah, I may as well have some rocket fuel, honestly, to fuel my car. There you go. Okay, so that's transportation arranged. Because I'm on planet, I'm pretty sure I will not need my spacesuit. You have oxygen while you're inside the pod. And when you're on planet, I think it's because it's not considered, it warns you if you have to worry about oxygen. Because you got Nelvis. If you click on Arwen, zone details. I mean, if I click on the asteroid belts. Okay, it looks like it doesn't really say much in a way of if you have to worry about. Alright, I guess I'll find out when I arrive. Okay, so yes, the big thing is right now is I do not know where I'm going to be landing on Cornetto, but I do know where I want to go. So once I have the car built, which just finished, let me just double check. What is it in tournament inventory like? Oh yeah, look at it. That's plenty of space to bring along what I need along with my own inventory. Anything I want? Okay, let's make sure I'm not. Don't have you with me. Don't have you with me because I'm not gonna need you. Anything else I'm not gonna particularly need? What I am going to need are efficiency modules. Can't forget those. Let's go and get those. Should have a full stack of them by now. Yeah, they're all the way up here. Yeah, this is nice and loaded. There we go. Now a full stack of efficiency modules, which I'm going to be needing to basically slap into everything I have up there. Thing is, some of these things are going to get automatically supplied to me. I want to make sure some of my inventory does not have everything. 50 efficiency modules. Let's take a second stack, because I'm expecting to need quite a few miners. Speaking of, I think I might actually want to take along a few extra miners. So let's go grab another 2 stacks of those. Just so I have 200 drillers should be enough. Or at least, you know, for getting the important stuff established. I'm gonna have accumulators on me to store power. I got any furnaces? One thing I might want to do is... Okay, that needs coal for me to handcraft meteor point defense. Let's make sure at least I also have some meteor point defense ammo on me. Oh right, any more I try to grab is... 2, 3, 4, 5. At least ensure I can at least get some ammo loaded into the point defense installations. Only thanks to the efficiency modules, pollution's no. Oh dear, some bolts bumped into each other. Eventually, my base is going to reach an equilibrium of logistic bolts after enough of them crash. Okay, I have everything packed. Here we go. I'm going to make a... Before I leave, I'm going to make a hard save, just in case. Alright. Get the cart. Final check. Okay. take these out just so they are in my inventory now. Okay, so it is warning me. Let's put it on just in case. Destination, Cornetto. Capsule, we're all fully loaded. We have the sections we want. Here we go. Yeah, I don't need my life support suit over here. Put the car down and start loading it up. Oh, it's full. You came back to me arriving on a new planet. And the thing is, because I have no landing pad on this initial world, it's arriving with stuff. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So this is where I've landed. I've recovered everything else here is just going to be scrap. I'm not going to bother recovering the rest of the rocket. The pod, it's safely in my possession. Let's go. Off to where I'm going to be setting up shop. Oops. Alright, I'm no longer in a tank. I actually have to worry about rocks. Hello? Hey, thanks for the resub, Wary Fireblaze. Appreciate it. What a time to do it. Okay, I'm almost at my site. Yep, that's let's go. Boom. That pretty much sums up driving any vehicle in Factorio, honestly. Okay. This is where I'm going to be setting up shop. Okay, so let's see. So I planned landing pads here, silo there. That's going to be my disassembling pad, land pack. Got coal here. I should have iron in the vicinity too. Yeah, iron is there, so I do have resources nearby to go and to craft the ammo I need. That was going to be where I put my steam. That plan has changed now. I should okay, so let's get things rolling. First off, my landing pads. Should probably put one landing pad distance between each one. There we go. Alright, these will be where my supplies arrive. This one will be for fuel. Let's name you to Cornetto fuel pad. Alright, enjoy. I'm sure Draco here in my chat's gonna be happy to hear that, because he's a very big fan of Persona 5 Royale himself. Cornetto fuel pad. Cornetto rocket part RP pad. The CRPP. Persona. Okay, so that's disestablished. So rocket fuel. This will need an inserter out to take out the rocket parts and the pods. Which will feed over here. These will then be feeding. I mean, honestly, I'm going to want a storage container. Like, fight me. Also, like, make the survivor overclock there. I cannot judge because I have not played any of the Persona games. I'm just gonna put it that way. Okay, so that's that established. Let's I really should have built some warehouses for storage purposes. Okay, that's a goof. I can't make 2 of these, thankfully. I'm not gonna have enough concrete. Let's see. Yeah, that's. I'd rather have 2. Just like, but the thing is, these things are huge in terms of storage. But at the same time, if I'm only planning on launching when they're empty. So yeah, this place, it's definitely. Let's see, how big is the meteorite defense? Oh, that's small. Oh no. Alright, let's get some stuff established. So I have the fuel refinery. Yeah, no, let's at least have 2 storage containers, just 2 storehouses, just so that there's some storage to pull after them. I'd much rather have some local storage than no local storage. And that's gonna be a stack. There we go. Turbine, here we go. This is my power. Then fuel refinery. You will be converting. Yeah, you'll be doing this. Okay, so let's. And you will get the first batch of. Oh, okay, you got 3 slots. This one is wasted because it maxes out at 80. Okay. And then I'm gonna want some storage. There we go. That's just to ensure that offload's nice and quick. And then over here is going to be where the power plant's going to be. 5. Yeah, here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Pipes. Alright, this'll get this be the groundwork for the local power grid. Okay, so things are ready now to receive and process the fuel. Next up, I need to set up the return rocket. Actually, no, that's going to be later. I first just want to get the power grid established. So, back to Novice. Time for step 2. You now have a destination, a Cornetto fuel pad. Landing chance. Rocket. Okay, rocket is still delivered in cargo pods of minimal damage, so it will still arrive. But I just won't. The rocket will just not be recoverable. Cornetto fuel pad. No launch trigger. All right. Time to get the fuel in. There we go. It's already loading up the next rocket, which This is the first time. Here we go. And there comes the pod. Here we go. So now the fuel's here. Now let's power this. Let's take some rocket fuel and use that to power you. Oh crap. Of course. Go and fluid isotherm. There we go, they're slowly but surely getting powered up. Alright, so have this last one be a speed module, I guess. No, hang on, that increased energy consumption, and that's the premium right now. That undoes one of the efficiency modules, pretty much. Okay, local power grid has been established. So up next is... So next I want the other storage container. Where did it go? I know I crafted you. There you are. It wants to fix the car. This one doesn't get a stack inserter because simple fact that these things only go in stacks at once, so stack inserter does nothing. This will be my unpacker. And then the cargo rocket silo goes here. Fuel. So let's have you like that. I just realized the potential problem. This area, I could potentially... I can actually run out of pods, and it's just going to be stuck until the fuel runs out. These are not really filling up. I think I'm going to need a second fuel refinery. I don't have the resources on me right now. Okay, but now it's an important thing to check. How much does it cost me to now get back to Novice? 81k. Hang on, I need to make sure of something. Let's actually rename. I didn't actually name the Novice landing pad yet. Rename you to Novice Cryopad. Okay, so let's see. These rockets... Oh wow, that's not much of a difference in terms of liquid rocket fuel. I was hoping for a bigger difference. I am going to need a lot of fuel to get back. I just need a second fuel refining, but I can't handcraft one because it needs glass. Don't have glass set up here, but well, I'm still gonna launch eventually. It's just gonna take a while. Because I do, yeah. So I just realized another thing I have to worry about is the fact that I could potentially run out of pods. Also, I have to account for the cargo sections. They should take priority in terms of being sent up. So let's have another filter inserter here. One here. Alright, Draco. Have a safe trip home. Appreciate you dropping by as always. Have to pull those out. You need a condition. You are enabled when that is 99. I shall put the pod in. Alright, and this one is then set to unpack cargo rocket sections. Alright, and now I need to set this up. Just that the fueling starts. Probably should split things up here a little bit. One dedicated to power, one dedicated to fueling the rockets. But again, I only have one fuel refinery to work with at the moment. Okay, so that's this setup. How's the power grid doing? Yeah, it's keeping up nicely. Okay, so next up, it's time to set up what I came here for, a cryonite. But before I do that, I gotta quickly pop off to the bathroom. So I will be right back. And since we were a bit on the topic of Satisfactory, I'm gonna put this screen on. And back. Alright. So, got a nice... Yeah, I got a nice big pair. I'm actually surrounded by cryonite, which is good. Alert to novice. So let's start with this cryonite deposit here. Ooh, it's shiny. Let's fill in this water. Just to make harvesting it easier. There we go. Alright, time to establish the mine. Let's see, I want to do it in blocks of these. Let's just set up a basic template for one. Bit hard to see because of the blue, but it'll do. The big advantage of doing this is I can now also slap in modules and it'll actually save the modules. Make sure this, yeah, this needs to extend fully in both ways, that they're all connected. And now to... Oh right, these get free, so 2 is wasted. Ah dang, I can't just copy paste the... Can you just... Let's see, this was... How did that work again? Did you just hand drop stuff in? There was a short keybind for that. I forget. I used that method so little that I forget what it is. Yeah, this is just important to just get the efficiency modules in to maintain efficiency, to prevent the power drain from getting too high. I don't think I have enough modules with me. I'll get in what I can. To reduce as much power draw as possible. Okay, and now... There we go. And now I can remove this for more advantageous positioning. There we go. Yeah, I want to have it here. Yeah, I'm just gonna slap these down and then remove the extra stuff afterwards. let's just trim the fat off. Getting low on belts, unfortunately. I should have accounted for that. I'm definitely going to need to take a supply trip back at this rate. But I might be able to at least take a shipment of cryo back with me. It'll be slow going, but it'll be something. Oh. Oh dang, these are so far apart they're not connecting. Alright, then account for that. Darn. That now half the power grid power is being used. And the drills are active, but some lack power still. And something went wrong, unfortunately. Okay, so that blueprint, it needs work. Where was this? Oh. Damn it. Okay, I see what's going on. And I cannot do that. I cannot fire artillery from a distance, annoyingly. So I'm a little stuck. Just gonna have to make do. At least the defenses hold there. It's almost done refueling. Power grid's hanging in there, but really part of that's because it's gunked up. Okay, hopefully I have enough. If not, I'm just gonna have to supplement it with some yellow belts. If I manage to connect just one, I'll be pleased. Yes, I can get a shipment of cryonite back. Guess that'll allow me to get some cryonite infrastructure going. Alright, two of underneath these. Those will also help. Almost have underneath fees, unfortunately. But let's see if I can get this one connected too. Getting 2 going will at least speed up the loading of the cryonite. Okay, looks like I'm gonna have enough for 2 belts. Oh wow, these only stack up to 20. Oh. I didn't realize that. Let's also send the cargo pods back. Okay, the cryonite's flowing in so fast, just that's not gonna do. Okay. I should probably first go into a container, but fuck it. Important things now is just to get loading going, just that the first shipment of cryonite can be sent home. And it's filling up nicely. Right, I'm going to want to set up the space capsule retrieval as well. Space capsule, where? There you are. Oh, I'm out of underneath fees. I should do the trick for now. Bop, bada, bop. You are enabled when capsule equals 0. Which should hopefully mean that if I now remove this capsule and place it back in, it shouldn't... Oh wow, you're already empty. That corner. Yeah, there we go. It's not picking up the capsule because the one already loaded on the rocket counts. Okay. Fuel is... Well, it still has a way to go. This rocket is almost fueled up for the return trip. I did bring enough with me, thankfully, it looks like. Alright, I just gotta wait now for this thing to be loaded and I can head home. And my first trip out will have been a success. Oh yeah, probably also going to want to slap down a few radars. Just to keep an eye on the situation. What'll do, just to keep an eye on the pad. And you know what, let's play it safe and also put down a few turrets on the perimeter. to at least protect, somewhat protect the important bits. Because I don't know, I guess each biter meteor spawns a single nest, essentially. Yeah, so... it'll take a little bit to charge, but there we go. At least it'll have some... the important area will be protected. Oh, that's annoying. The artillery overrides. Darn. Oh well. And before I forget, let's also establish an accumulator bank. Just that I have power, some power storage for when it's necessary. I'll do. And I'll probably, yeah, I'll also put the other one here to protect the power bank. Yeah, I have them on slow charge mode, so as not to break the bank in terms of power. Alright, it's fueled up. It's loaded. Actually, let's take you out to make sure I get as much cryonite. Yeah, this is just a rocket loaded up with cryonite. Your destination, Novice Cryopad. Alright. I've got myself my first shipment, and things are more or less set up for automating the flight back and forth. The important areas are now also protected. And it's already ready to actually fire off another rocket too. But let's get my first shipment of cryonite back home. Alright, and here we go. The first shipment of cryonite has been delivered. Good stuff. Okay, so now I can actually go and activate this again. Why is there so few little light fuel coming in? Rocket fuel, rather. Why is this jammed up? Why is my light fuel empty? Oh. It's because I'm overloaded on petroleum now, because I've cracked so much of it down. Even though this thing, yeah, is now disabled, it's no longer cracking. Alright, well, I'm guessing as the factory wakes up again and oil products become necessary, the petroleum production will kick up again. But the most important thing is done. And that is, I now have cryonite. I have a rocket load of cryonite, literally. Alright, I also, you can activate now. Okay, so I have cryonite. Oh right, before I forget, I have a biter problem that needs to be blown up. Any other nests? Oh, quite a few here now. Yep, there's another. And going after that wall again. Okay, that's the immediate area cleaned up. Okay, so cryonite. What am I going to... I need to go off. I'm going to turn cryonite into utility, and I just need cryonite rods. Cryonite rods need cryonite powder, cryonite crystal, and heavy oil. Which means I need to first process it down into powder and... Okay, so both need powder. Okay, so yeah, so this needs raw cryonite, that needs cryonite powder and steam, and that actually turns itself back into water. Interesting. So I can feed that back in. Doesn't it need steam? Okay, interesting. Oh, fuck. It needs steam. Okay, I have an idea of how to handle that. An idea. Cyanide powder, cyanide steam, and then that needs more cyanide powder, needs cyanide crystals. This needs... Oh, you need industrial furnaces. I don't have those set up yet. Oh. Oh, I see why. It needs heavy oil. But before I get too far, I have to check. Can I fire cyanide rods with the railguns? That's going to pretty much determine where I'm going to set shop. What can I actually fire up from cryonite? Can I only shoot up the ore, or can I actually also shoot up one of the processed versions? Okay, I can deliver cryonite rods. Okay, that means I can do all the processing down here, thankfully. But yeah, now that cargo pod is now in full assembly, That should start using up some of the petroleum that I've stockpiled. Yeah, there we go. It's starting to drain. Which means light oil is going to start getting produced again, which means, yeah, rocket fuel production is going to kick up again. Okay. Okay, so I need to set up cryonite production. Now, unfortunately, I have, well, pick an unfortunate spot, because, oh, for fuck's sake. Oh, no. That's gonna need quite some landfill. Well, I can turn scrap into landfill. That's good to know. But unfortunately, all the scrap is currently still up in space. Oh, well, as long as I stay within range of my logistics network, it should be fine, I guess. Okay. So let's think this through. So cryonite needs to go up and needs to split into two paths, essentially. Although one is needed to make the other. Yes, a cryonite powder, which, oh, for fuck's sake, also has a chance to make sand. Which needs, oh, okay, this needs, oh crap, this needs pulverizers. This can be done in chemical plants, but I'm going to set up steam production and steam recycling, effectively. Because it makes 16. Okay, so first things first, set up cryonite powder and cryonite crystal production. Let's start with the powder, because that material comes first, which needs pulverizers. What do I need to craft? Pulverizers. Please tell me I can handcraft those, and I don't need a freaking to make them. Yeah, okay, I can handcraft them. Let's just start with a nice 5 pulverizers. I need to think about what I'm gonna do with the sand. Are there any useful recipes to sink sand into? Sand. Yeah, so sand can be turned into glass. Pretty sure there are some other recipes for it elsewhere. Oh yeah, here. I can turn sand. I can turn sand into landfill. Perfect. If this chest somehow fills up, I'm in trouble. Yeah, actually, it easily can. But the thing is, landfill. Look at it makes one landfill from 200 sand. So that's gonna take a while to get filled, to put it simply. Okay, I got one pulverizer, which goes there. Put you here. I have no easy way of marking that, unfortunately. Will that do? Yes, that'll do. It's actually, that's the exact size it. Oh boy. On the plus side, the space this takes up will compensate for the spacing on the other side to actually for steam generation. I have an idea on how to manage that. It's going to be pumps, to put it simply. Essentially, while one with two tanks, while one tank has water, the other pump is turned off. Uh, yeah, I want 5 just to have a decent starting point. One more. But I'm almost out of landfill. Yep, I'm all out of landfill. Ay. This is gonna be something, alright. Getting this set up. Because I'm above water, I'm gonna be impacting with all of that stuff. I didn't pick a good spot for this, but oh well, I'm gonna have to make do. Plus size, I can just copy paste this entire assembly and just move it over. And plus, all of it's currently being committed into loading up this rocket with that. Right. I have more landfill. At least I thought I had more landfill to work with. I guess I was mistaken. It's still being delivered. Because landfill is quite a ways away. Scans are not yet picking up something new. How are things going meanwhile over on Cornetto? Well, it's jammed up. It's, I guess, because it's loaded up again. What are you missing? It doesn't have enough cargo rocket sections. Oh, it doesn't have enough. I bought enough for 1 launch, not for 2 launches. Okay, fair enough. Doesn't matter if this area runs out of fuel. It'll just power down and cause no pollution then. Cyanide powder, thankfully. Needs 1 cyanide for 1 cyanide powder, 25% chance for sand. May as well have the sand go along the back, honestly. Really, that will take up more, but it's gonna give me more space to walk over at least. Can't get 4. Nah, but that's gonna make things pain. Better to have it here, so that could also reach the other side. There. And then cryonites. Go like this. I promise I will be needing filters. Say here also, you can only have stacked filters on these launch pads to ensure only the right material gets taken off. There we go. And here's the thing, I need filter inserters to ensure that... Or I could set up a sorting belt. I could do that too. That will simplify things a bit. Admittedly, the way I've set this up, it really should be going here instead. See, yeah, it just needs one cryonite, so this is just gonna be like so. I need another layer. So, okay, this produces chance at a pretty decent rate, it looks like. Annoying. But then here's the thing, I'm gonna put a splitter here. With output priority on the left being sand. Just grab that cryonite. Maybe it'd be an idea to also have a balancer before this, just to make sure it gets evenly spread out on both sides, I guess. That way it should always be some able to go. Yeah, let's do that. Then set up the assembler here. And here we go. This will convert the sand into landfill. Let's have a passive provider chest. This it's not yet part of the Logi network. But it'll be now, and also expand it here so that I can get more resupplies. Okay, so that's the dust set up. Oh yeah, it'll jam up whenever because. Okay, now I think down here will be my best bet, so as to avoid bumping into all of that. So if I go along here. Okay, so first off, let's get myself an offshore pump. And a few, well, normal pumps. Now, how I am going to be approaching this is with the use of, I finally have a use of them, electric boilers. Oh, they need heat shields. Let's go get a few. I love how they're still not quite fast enough to catch up. And also they just need a bunch of copper. Okay. So, create steam from water using electrical, blah, 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 blah. Let's see, can I see its recipe? Here we go. It makes 100 steam. Oh, wow, that's a lot. And I don't think it cares what temperature I make it at. It just wants steam. So I can just make it low temperature steam. Okay. Well, that's good at least. That's gonna make it a bit simpler. One, two, 1, 2. 1, 2. Where do these rocket control units come from? That's not the way I wanted you to rotate. Dang it. Is that not considered a big enough pool? It just... Maybe it needs more space up top? There we go. Okay, so how I'm going to be approaching this. I'm assuming this thing can be connected with circuits. Yes. Alright, well that makes it nice and simple, honestly. I say that about a lot of things in this game. But I do think it's actually going to be the case here. Set this up here. And yeah, just for, make sure that's good. Okay. Essentially, this thing is going to be disabled once the storage tank is below a certain level of fluid. So you are enabled when water... Wasser. There we go. Now this will get filled up with water and then turn off. Because this way there will always be a buffer of water to work with. Okay, and then I need the boiler. For my steaming purposes. And because I just need low temperature steam. At least based on if I'm reading the recipe right, it only cares about the temperature. Then get the chemical plant. And just slap it down like this. I guess it's just because I need to make cyanide crystals. That just needs powder and steam. Makes 1 cyanide crystal for every 4 powder. And produces water. Because of the water production, that's actually going to make things a pain. If I make things a bit too tight. In that case, actually, let's make things a bit different. This way it's a bit more expandable and hopefully not too interfering-y. What's this recipe? Evaporation venting. Oh, okay, but that needs ice. What a recipe, evaporation venting, ingredients. Oh, that turns it back into ice. Okay. Let's do it like this. Oh, that has that's potential of clashing, unfortunately. Yeah, this way, if necessary, the two can kind of coexist. Yeah, let's just fill this in. Fuck it. Where? There. Oops. You make cryo crystal. There we go. And there we go. In temperature. And there we go. It's accepting that steam. Now I just gotta set up the water return, and it's all good. May as well set up the water return on this side. For simplicity's sake. Here we go. That'll fit. Hang on. Okay, it's not simplified. Oh dear. What? That's not the alert I care about. Where? Oh, for fuck's sake. Biters have arrived on Cornetto. And they're taking out the mine. Not much I can do about that. I was hoping to have a bit more time up there. Where did they even come from? They have to be somewhere in this pollution cloud. And that's quite the attack. Honestly, part of me wants me to go there just to stop the freaking beeping, but the problem is getting a rocket back is going to be not doable. Okay, well, I'm just going to have to accept this as lost for now. I got my first cryonite shipment out at least, but I'm going to have to do something to more properly establish myself at Cornetto in the future. At least I have an initial load of cryonite to work with. And it's not stuff that I can't replace. It's just annoying now to have to constantly hear the beeping. Honestly, that's what's more annoying right now. Okay, now I'm going to need this stuff down the line. The rods also need normal cryonite. No. what direction I want these to go, I didn't place these right. Oh god, this has to be in the middle. Yeah. What's I do with this? Oh no, yeah, I didn't place these correctly, actually. Wow, what luck. First you buy the meteors arrive there and they immediately land in my pollution cloud. I should pay attention to this when it said Cornetto. It's not letting me scroll up, but unfortunately. Nauvis. Yeah, I'm just seeing Nauvis. I would have thought... Oh, no, it should still alert me, even though if none fired. Oh, but I can't scroll up this, annoyingly. Yeah, I can't not even page up, page down. He said the biter's quite done over there yet. They're really gonna destroy everything over there, aren't they? Even though it's all turned off right now. Yeah, defense I left behind are completely inadequate for that. Sheesh. The thing is, heading out's going to be a pain because the return trip's going to be annoying to arrange. Is there? Let's see. Is there a way to just cut the power? No, there's not really. Unless I cut the wiring. Although if I set these up for demolish. No, that doesn't break the links either. Wow, what luck that inside this small pollution cloud, meteors landed immediately, sending biters onto my small base. Look at all this space they could have landed on. How am I going to be defending this place? With laser and bullets, I guess. Because I cannot do anything with oil products locally, because I just don't have the materials for it. Can rocket... Hang on. It doesn't accept liquid rocket fuel. Damn it. But there we go. The base ingredients for cryonite rods are now being produced. Just need to bring in heavy oil, and then the rest can happen. Alright, and look at the time. This is a lovely spot to ramp things up. I have 2 things to do. Okay, I can check this off. Check you off. Add new. Automate. Cryo. So my goals for next time will be to automate the cryo rocket. Set up cryo rod production. Good night, Jelly. Hope you enjoyed. Hope I misspelled that. And defend the ice cream. Okay, those will be my 3 main goals for next time. And with that, let's see. Yeah, that 99. Hope you enjoyed.